This is going to be a nice, fantastic, torturous, very fun and hellacious BKXC 2-part event. I went on a big-ass ride, looking for my limit, trying to push myself. This is what happens when you listen to David Goggins on audiobooks and start watching videos of him talking to Joe Rogan. The guy is such an inspiration. So I just wanted to get out there and feel it out and see how long I could go. I had an idea of what my route would be and about how many miles. I wanted to do more than 50 miles. I wasn't sure if I was going to get that on this ride, and do a bunch of climbing and just see how my body reacted, see how my mind reacted, and I think it's pretty good. I think this was a pretty good thing. I want to do more of these because it almost comes off more as a podcast because I'm talking so much, but I think that's a huge part of this, and I think that's a huge fun part of this. So dig in. You guys made it happen. I appreciate it so much. Back home for a little while. It's like December 17th at the moment. Some really cool videos coming on your way. If you've been following my Strava, you've seen where I've been and who I've been with. Yeah, I love it. Thanks so much for making it happen. Let's go. For some god-awful reason, I'm going to do a big-ass mountain bike ride today, put myself through the ringer, and bring you guys along with me. It's looking like a really nice day out there. It's 40 degrees at the moment, but the high is supposed to be 60. Time for a little breakfast. I'm going to do 6 hard-boiled eggs. These are like pre-cooked hard-boiled eggs from Costco. So today's ride is going to be a lot of miles and a lot of feet of elevation. I don't know exactly how many miles or how many feet of climbing I'm going to do, but I'm going to do a lot. Off the top of my head, the most I've ever done in a day is 35 miles and 5,000 feet of climbing. Give or take. Maybe I've done 32 miles and 7,000 feet of climbing at Grouse Ridge, but the 5,000 was at the Pisgah Enduro, and I did that 2 days back to back. I'm gonna mix in a little mayo with the old hard-boiled eggs. Then I heat up a couple tortillas, half and half. Oh, that's more than half. Then you fold them up like little mini burritos and you're good to go. It's a very simple meal, but very good. Okay, let's get started. This is my bike. It's still in pieces from coming back from Austin. And my wolf tooth dropper remote is still broken. I'm gonna get the new part probably tonight, but I'm not waiting for tonight. I gotta go for a ride. Okay, we're looking good. I got this taped up, cleaned it up just a little bit. Here's what I got. So I was thinking about wearing the new hand-up cold weather gloves on this ride, but I think it's only gonna be cold for like the first few minutes, so just gonna go with my normal gloves. Pain and pleasure, baby. I'm gonna wear my Camelback waist pack and just pack it full of stuff. One really nice thing about it not being that hot is I'm not gonna need as much water as I normally would on a big ride like this. This is the first time in a long time I considered wearing headphones on a ride, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna listen to my suffering and my thoughts and bring you guys along with it. Keep it pure. Hey, turn the lights off in the shed.
You got it. Turning off the nugatory lights.
I'm rolling and the heart is pumping. I'm on Georgia Street in Vallejo, headed up one of the steepest road climbs in the area. They say the key to a long sustained effort is keeping your heart rate low. That's just not my style. My eagle gear is making a little bit of noise. That does not bode well for the rest of this ride. It's a lot of steep climbs. So I don't have a real solid idea of what the route's gonna be today. I have a decent idea, but I've definitely never strung anything like this together. And if I am able to complete it how I imagine it, it's gonna be pretty cool. It is a perfect day out here. Which, you know, that's nice, but every day is not gonna be perfect. You still gotta face these challenges, even when it is cold, foggy, rainy, snowy. That's when it matters most. Not when it's a perfect 55-degree California day.
this trail needs a little more use. We can't have this grass growing. If you guys live locally and haven't ridden this Benicia territory downhill, as I call it, oh, you're missing out. This thing is amazing. Goats were out here mowing down all the vegetation. So I came out on Thanksgiving and raked it all. It looks like there's still a bit of deadfall on the trail. Oh, my dropper post is coming back up. Oh, some moles or something. Gophers digging in the middle of the trail there. We can't have this. Oh man, the trail's running really nice right now. Except for my seat post coming up. Hell yeah. Oh man. Oh, that's what happens when you jimmy rig stuff. Oh, that's too nice. We got to do it twice. One lap is never enough on that thing. Okay, back to the top. Seat is down. Lever looks like it's in a good spot. It's time to take on my own little slice of heaven. I put this rock here on Thanksgiving because the trail's been getting non-single track. We got to keep our single track single. There we go. Oh, that was tough. Always a tough right-hander. Into the mole holes. What a trail. Oh, I love it. Whoop. This is 40 seconds of heaven. Now let's go find some hell. Question for today. Can I find my limit? Am I willing to find my limit? How long will it take for me to make an excuse about my body or my mind or the time of the day? Am I gonna have to call someone to come pick me up? Slightly muddy out here right now, but not bad at all. I'm not kicking up much mud on the tires. A day like today is gonna bake this in real nice. Hell of a water rut going down the center of that. This is like always a tragically wet spot. Attempts are made to kind of get the water to sheet, but it just builds up right here. All right, first phase completed. The cool thing about this ride is that there are a bunch of little spots like CVS or McDonald's where you can go grab a Gatorade or a Coke, donuts, whatever suits your fancy. Gonna be hitting a whole lot of Bay Area Ridge Trail today. Someday that thing's gonna connect the whole Bay Area and be a hell of a trail to go bike pack on or just hike around. Right now it's like little bits and pieces, especially in the North Bay. What if I do this ride and it doesn't push me and I don't end up getting that hurt? Then what? We'll be there. It's gonna be a while, but we'll be over there. The tunnels of fennel. All right, I've been out for about an hour now. It's time to have a snack. As tempted as I may be, I'm not gonna look at mileage today. But I can't help but guesstimate that the pace is gonna be 8 or 9 miles an hour, so probably 8 or 9 miles in. Let's go climb up that big hill. But first we've got to go around this little hill and oh, it's looking like high tide. Oh, it's not that deep. Oh, it's so deep. Oh, feet are wet. No, it's so high. It's so high. All right, all part of the adventure. Salt water in the bottom bracket. Oh. Remind me to hose the bike off after this. Oh, bash guard is getting used. Nobody out fishing? Oh, this is gonna get deep, okay. Ah, that wasn't that bad. Oh. Refreshing. I love this little trail. So glad I took the time to go find it one day and explore. You never know what might be hiding around your backyard. Ugh. Okay. Oh, almost got it. Public shore, can't keep us normal folk out. This is Vallejo. Beautiful little slice. That's the next spot I need to explore and kind of look at low tide. Not today. Now we got the big hill to climb. Hello. Now this is a tough climb. Splish splash in my shoes. So I did my first 3 classes of CrossFit fundamentals the past 3 days, and it was hell. That stuff is torture, but you know you're gonna get strong doing it. Oh my God. I haven't felt that wrung out since the first time I mountain biked. Just hours later, still throbbing. So no more glamour sessions at the gym doing bicep curls. Going all in, trying to use the gym as a way to make me fitter on the bike. I went to Jute CrossFit in Benicia, if you're curious. My brother's already made 3 or 4 jokes about flipping tires. When I ride through these hills now, all I see is potential. Potential trail here, potential trail there. Someday, we'll make it happen. I need this Eagle gear to work. I got a few more climbs like this ahead of me. Yikes. This is Vallejo, that's Crockett. The bridge on the left is the Carquinez Bridge. On the right, it's the Alfred Zampa Memorial Bridge. That bridge is named after my great-grandfather. He was an iron worker. He worked on the Golden Gate Bridge. He fell off the Golden Gate Bridge, broke his back. Once it healed up, he went back to work. He worked on the Bay Bridge. He was a first-generation American. Luckily, there's no yaks around here, so my loud brakes won't spook anything. Oh, no way. Little strip of land here that separates the nice neighborhood from the not so nice neighborhood near where I live. I think I've been asked like 100 times how I like these handlebars. I dig them. I pretty much forget about them. They feel good, they ride good. They're not a distraction. That's all I can ask for. People seem to either love them or hate them in the comments. But I am having a hell of a time keeping them straight. I need to put some carbon paste on here to kind of keep it pointed straight. So this is the 1300 block of Magazine Street, where the famous rapper E40 grew up. I do not know which house he lived in, but he has a song called 1300 Block Magazine Street, so it's gotta be between there and that stop sign. Temperature's still nice and cool. I'm digging it. This awesome building right here is like the dive training center for Cal Maritime. It's a university for maritime operators, ship captains and such, naval endeavors. It's really nice down there too. Good picnic spot on the water. But we're going up. So I was just on that hill over there. Now we're on the bridge. Probably good for a snack break. There's my great-grandfather, nice and keyed up from some of the locals. 2 hours in. We're only getting started. My ex-girlfriend's dad. He's a beast. He used to run a little bit, but now he's on it. We've made it to Crockett. Hang a ride on Crockett Boulevard and let's get the real suffering going. Got one other mountain biker. Got the bay, Mount Tam. It's always a beautiful sight, rounding that turn. The trails are looking so perfect right now. This is awesome. If you know anything about the Crockett Hills, every year we have cows out here and they completely destroy the trail. Every year. This is not really a park. This is a friggin' cow pasture. which just absolutely boggles my mind that, you know, building new trails and all that stuff, oh, that's environmental impact, and, you know, oh, God forbid, but we can let these crazy big animals just trample over everything and crap everywhere, eat everything. Gotta love it. But to be fair, that's all this land was grazing fields before it was like given over to the East Bay Parks. All the more reason to build a bunch of trails out here. I've actually emailed the trail superintendent coordinator guy talking about Crockett and how amazing it is, how much of a blank canvas it is. And he sounded receptive, but he said the parking lot is already a problem. There's already too many people in the parking lot, and locals complain because people park up and down that street that we came in on. Until they get another parking lot over here, there will be no trails. So maybe 10, 15 years, we might get something going. I sometimes wonder if you could use the cows to your advantage. If you sprinkled something down a path, they would just trample the hell out of it, create the trail for you. No environmental impact report for that. I just get the feeling in the Bay Area that people would rather lock up the land and not have anybody on it than have people using it. It's a balance, right? You don't want 1,000 trails cutting through 1,000 places. But there could always be more. But until we actually organize as mountain bikers and get together, I'm just a random guy talking in the wind. Man, one of the guys I kind of know from Strava and I've met only once lost his dog out here a few weeks back. Kind of scary. I've definitely seen coyotes out here, so this is looking pretty rough. Lots of hoof prints. Hey, oh, coyote. Yep, yep, yep. A little reroute, a little bridge. That's cool. Who cares if the trail's gonna be like this? Get out of the way. Move! See if I can see that coyote. There he is. Two of them. Impossible for you to see, but big boys on the hunt. Getting attacked by one would be bad enough, but two would be, whew, be brutal. 3, 4. what would you do? All this beautiful elevation just going to waste. Oh, this doesn't bode well for the rest of the ride in here. Oh. I prefer goats to cows. They chew up the grass just as good. They're a little more cute. They don't mess up the trails quite as much. Problem is, goat meat isn't really a hot thing. This is looking promising. I call this the Crockett Crucible. It's a doozy. Now I'm being tested. This isn't even the hard part. Big Bessie. You're fine, don't get up. Ooh, man, had a big wound on the back right of its butt. Coyotes, man, if they're trying to take down a cow, what chance do I have? Here we go. Seriously, one of the hardest climbs. Okay, falls flat. Or you want to take your foot off, but gotta keep going. So to show you how much further I need to go, here's my King of the Mountain time for the Crockett Crucible. And then here's today's time. Gotta close that gap. This might seem a little silly, but I have a pocket knife. I'm gonna pull it out, put it in my pocket, just in case those coyotes wanna come visit again. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. I didn't want to eat anything before that climb. Didn't want to puke it back up. But now, time for a snack break. I just checked the time, 3 hours in. It's 1 o'clock right now. Sun's gonna go down pretty early today. Yeah, we're getting close to the shortest day of the year, so that has me a little bit worried. This is the site of another sore subject, a trail that they built. Okay, I'm gonna stop complaining. Golden eagle nesting kind of shut the trail down. Oh dear God. Ah. A taste of Tibet. Little neck scratcher there. Oh yeah, that's nice, huh? Don't kick me. That trail looks like it's disappearing. No kicking. No kicking. No lowering head. God, you're big. Oh my goodness. It's a male. Ooh. Hope everybody over on Patreon is enjoying the extended cut. You guys make this happen. If you're not sure what Patreon is, it's my little membership club. Get to see these videos extended and early, or just early. Usually, a lot of my videos are about 45 minutes long. They come out about a week early on Patreon. And then I have like the normal size cuts on Patreon as well. Just come out early. Not everybody has time to watch a full extended cut, but people seem to enjoy it. And the support on Patreon is what lets me live this life, lets me get out on the trails and bring you guys these adventures. Thank you for making it happen. Almost 1,400 people on my team got my back, making this dream come true. It's funny doing a torture test like this. Nothing really starts until about now, until you're about 3 hours in, because 3 hours is a whole lot of nothing for me. And now the legs feel it. My elbow feels kind of weird. Everything's starting to say, hey, are we done? Usually you're done. A nice warm shower would be really nice right now. Oh, this is creepy. I should clarify, just because that cow had that wound on its butt back there doesn't mean it was attacked by a coyote, but that's kind of where my mind was going at that moment. It doesn't mean it wasn't attacked by a coyote. Probably just a mountain lion. Curious about this trail, if it's just bedded in better. Not a lot of cow hoofs, a lot of cow poop. Oh yeah, this is a lot more wrecked over here. Better eating. Careful. Fun little cross-country ride. Once again, it's dark and creepy. So glad it's been cool out here. Haven't had to drink a ton of water. Still drinking, but having to carry a big old three liter pack would make it a bit tougher. How's it going, man?
How was that, nice?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Watch out for the coyotes. Now that the legs are feeling it, a nice big kick in the balls climb. Back to that sweet view of the bay. Retrace my steps for a little while. So now I'm feeling the first bits of doubt of wanting to shorten the route and not take on the whole thing. Maybe 2.5 hours of sunlight left. Once the sun goes down, it's gonna be rough. I don't have lights. I think I can finish it.